this is Kevin, and welcome to Kevin Cuts Class. The observant viewer will notice that there is a disconnection between what you see and hear. The reason for this is that it was really windy and you can't hear a word I'm saying on screen, hence the voiceover. Today I am at the eastern end of the Columbia River Gorge at Rowena Crest, where I'm going to take a hike up the hill to see the view from on high. Now, I'd never done this hike before, even though I've been to this lower drive-up lookout many times. It's difficult to know how to describe this hike. This was easily one of the most beautiful hikes I've ever been on. It was nearly beyond words. It was overwhelming. It almost brought me to tears several times. I felt like I was walking in some kind of Tolkien fairyland. It was hard to believe it could exist in the real world. I found some music that I think reflects this experience, sort of, but really what kept coming back to me was the opening scene and the sounded music with the chirping birds and then the distant horns and the gradual crescendo and the all-consuming, nearly unbearable feeling of tranquility and beauty. And then close-up on Julie Andrews, who I fully expected to appear around the next bend. She did not, as she apparently had other places to be that day. Who did appear around the next bend, however, were other people, and there were a lot of people the day we were there. You can't tell that from the video, as I cleverly edited out most of my fellow humans, and no offense to any humans who might be watching this. Hey, some of my best friends are humans, so I have nothing against humans per se, but there were a lot of them that day, and we did not have the trail to ourselves, or even remotely close to it. So my advice is to go on a weekday and go in late April or early May to see the acres of yellow balsam root in bloom. This hike took about an hour for us, but we took our time and were the slowest on the trail because really, what's the hurry? This hike is paradise. It's true that being at the top lets you see Mount Hood and Mount Adams, but there really is no advantage to being at the top, as every increment of elevation is a masterpiece, whether in a protected glen of scrubby oak or on the exposed windy hillside with unparalleled views of the gorge. And here we are at the top. Now look, viewers, wherever you are on this planet, you've got to get yourself to Oregon and visit this place. It's about 90 minutes east of Portland on the Oregon side of the Columbia River, just west of the Dalles, an easy day trip. I promise you won't regret it, and if you give me enough lead time, I just might be able to arrange for Julie Andrews to show up around the next bend. Not Christopher Plummer, who was a bit of a sourpuss by most accounts, and is deceased now anyway, but Julie Andrews, definitely. This is Kevin reporting from Rowena Crest in the Columbia River Gorge in the Pacific Northwest of North America, on Earth, the greatest planet of the inner solar system, and arguably of the entire system, and that is a direct challenge to Jupiter and Saturn, who both think they're all that. See you next time on Kevin Cuts Class.